I don't know what time you're starting to watch this, but this video was uploaded the morning after season 4, episode 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and that's why it's titled The Morning After. So welcome back to that. First and foremost, before we get into the video, I want to apologize because over the last couple of weeks, I have not uploaded any videos on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think I've missed the last 2 weeks. I've actually been incredibly exhausted and just didn't have the opportunity to film and do all the things I need to do to get this stuff up. So I do apologize for that if anyone was looking for videos over the last few weeks. As I've said before, my last video, which I did post on Monday on The Walking Dead, note that I'm doing these videos also on The Walking Dead, that I am going to try to keep a consistent schedule with these best I can. But it really depends on two things. If the episode is good enough to do a video on, and how my schedule is energy wise. I mean, there's some occasions where I'm going to be out of town, so I may not do videos, but I'll get more into that later on. Let's go ahead and talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Last night's episode was okay for the most part. It was not a spine-tinglingly exciting episode, but there was a number of things that are worth discussing and getting into. And the first one I want to talk about is Daisy. As far as Daisy goes, it was really interesting that she's still having this issue with her powers. Now, she decided to, in midway through the episode, that her, Coulson, and May were trying to escape this prison, and she decided to lock herself in with the watchdogs, which is a very interesting thing as well, that the watchdogs are recruiting within the prison. So you see, that's why you saw all those tattoos on all of the prisoners. They had the watchdogs logo. Some had on their fingers, some had on their hands, neck, so on. And they're recruiting members of the for the watchdogs within this prison. And if you don't remember the watchdogs, these are the group that are hateful towards the Inhumans. They're trying to kill them all and eliminate the Inhuman threat. So these are very much enemies of S.H.I.E.L.D., enemies of the Inhumans. So that's what's going on there. So Daisy locked herself in the cafeteria to fight those watchdogs, and not only did she do that, she did it in a way that she did not reveal her powers at all. And that's what's really worth noting, because they didn't really know. They said right at the beginning, which one of you is it? Who's got the powers? Who's the the actual Inhuman? They didn't know. And she didn't use her powers for multiple reasons. One, it didn't out herself as Inhuman, and two, because it's hurting her still. Even with her bracers back, the S.H.I.E.L.D. issue improved bracers, she didn't want to risk using her powers because it was going to hurt herself, possibly shatter those bones in her arm, and that's the reason for the bracers. So it was kind of interesting that she still doesn't want to use her powers, but it was mostly because if she outed herself as an Inhuman, it would give them more of a reason. But she can take a punch pretty damn good, as evidence from that fight, which just shows how much Skye/Daisy has come along throughout this entire journey. Right at the beginning of the episode, we had Coulson and Mac. They were in that hospital room with the one guy, I don't remember his name, but he was formerly involved with all of these ghosts and the Darkhold. And Coulson was there trying to get more information on where the book was. And it's not really a whole lot worth noting there. It's just I found it funny that they knew that he was in pain when he woke up and that he was scared and that there was something wrong with him, yet they kept pushing. And the nurse comes in and said he's dying. He's like, he's going critical. Their presence is what killed him. So Coulson kind of just brushed it off like it was nothing. And he was like, I want this information. This is important to me. And not even caring that his very presence, just him standing there and looking at him and Mac, just looking at him, was actually killing him. Because that's what happened to Agent May, the whole fear toxin thing, the ghost thing. He was infected with that. So every second under them, he was bleeding his eyes out and so on. Coulson was just like, just tell me where it is. Tell me where it is. And then he finally, gives them the information and he croaks. So I just thought that was really uh, funny, but at the same time, I don't know, is that going to be important going forward? Uh, because right now, that is, I would say yes, that is kind of important going forward. Because if we go back towards the end of the episode, where we see Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, and he's confronting the gang leader of the Fifth Street gang, who was the one that who basically didn't organize. We find that out that there's a lot deeper things going on with Robbie Reyes and with this whole shooting that involved his brother that killed one and crippled his brother. And there's a lot going into that, but again, Robbie kills this leader, this gang leader. Once Director Mace actually learns about, one, that they have Ghost Rider with them, and two, that he's a killer, and they're holding on to a very well-known public threat killer within S.H.I.E.L.D., how much Coulson does not care, and he's allowing him to kill whoever he wishes for the most part. Sure, Coulson isn't happy about it, but he isn't stopping him, and he isn't preventing him from doing it. He isn't. He's going out on missions with a killer just for that, and Director Mace has no idea up until the end of this episode. Lastly, just covering that part of the episode, and he outs himself as an Inhuman in front of the world. And this was a nationally, publicly broadcast to CNN, or at least I believe that's what it was, CNN, with the senator and being interviewed. He's an Inhuman and he's leading S.H.I.E.L.D., and that's pretty big for that reveal, but at the same time, it's now going to be held back against him, and he's going to be attacked going forward. And the senator seems to have an agenda, as sure she's want public safety, but she's got the images of Robbie killing this gang member in jail, plus seeing Daisy with them and so on. What's S.H.I.E.L.D.'s angle? And she's holding it against the director. So we don't know exactly what's going to go on with that, but that is going to be one of the ongoing things of the season. For sure. The agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're harboring a known murderer and someone that they don't even know if they're Inhuman or not. It's good. It was a good episode. It wasn't a great one. Last week's episode was much better, and I do apologize again for not uploading a video. Like I seriously watched it and was ready to make a video, but I was so exhausted. I pretty much knocked out right after watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last week, and the week before that it was more of the same. So I do apologize. One thing that really will help me get more motivated and continue to make these videos in every night, because again, this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just went off, and I actually took like a 10-minute nap before I started setting up this video. I'm very tired. So what helps me continue to do more videos is if you like and subscribe to the video, so I can see, and you guys, and just leave a comment as well. Do you like this? Is there more information that you want? You want shorter videos? You want longer videos? What I generally want to do is just cover what happened in these episodes and elaborate on anything that is something that's important, or maybe draw that connection from the comics to the TV show, or whatever it is. That's what I want to do with these videos. So please let me know what you guys like, and the more interaction I get from you guys, the more subscribers that come, the more videos there will be, because I'll be encouraged. Even if I just got one subscriber a day, that would honestly make me super excited. So make sure you like and subscribe, or just let me know, like, dislike. Even if you hit the dislike button, that means I know you watched it, and I know that there's something I need to improve. So I will see you guys next week. As a matter of fact, next week real quick is the 1 year anniversary. I've been doing this for a whole year. This entire website, YouTube channel, Twitch channel, all that blurdy.com has been going on for a whole year starting November 1st. So that is the anniversary day. And I do want to do some special things. I'm trying to get this together and I'm trying to see if I can do a giveaway. I'm just trying to formulate ideas. So make sure you subscribe or follow on Twitter, follow on Facebook, and there will be some information there as if I can think of something to give away. I got tons of stuff. I just don't know what I want to give to you guys for sticking around, or just even if you're joining for the first time. Make sure you do all of that. But I will see you next week. We got The Walking Dead again on Sunday night, so for sure there'll be a video on Monday. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. next week on Wednesday, there will be a video permitting, and maybe some other videos hopefully in between then on various things: comics, cosplay, video games. I got some catch up work to do, so I will see you guys next time.